3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm sitting all alone.
Hard hit into right, back at the wall.
That's how many sugar, I can feel it in my bones.
Big Poppy.
Back with 2 outs. Kimbrel deals Bregman in the air, left field. Benintendi dives, and he makes the catch. Oh, what a play! Game saver, Andrew Benintendi.
Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. 5-1 the final tonight. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
What's up and welcome back to the Pesky podcast. My name is Ari. This is Robert. We're talking baseball and sports today. How's it going, Robert?
It's not going too bad. Beautiful day outside. It's the Lord's Day as we recording this. How you doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Good. All right.
Cold in Maine.
It's getting cold here too. Well, it's weird. Some days are 85 and you want to die, and some days are 50 and you're like, make up your damn mind. But
so I woke up this morning, right?
30
degrees, and I was like, oh boy, we need a fire. We need extra socks. We need. But yeah, yep.
It's been rough, but today we're talking about the World Series a little bit because we're recording this the day after Game 4, and I am very pissed about how that
October
ended,
25th.
even though I don't have a dog in the fight, and neither does Ari. Because
I mean, I kind of do.
Kind of, but it's not like we're major fans of each.
Yeah,
But
no.
if you guys do like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. You guys get to see these beautiful faces, as is every week. Spotify and iTunes, we didn't forget about you guys either. Make sure you guys hit those follow buttons, and make sure you get to know when we post every single week, or majority every single week. Some weeks we might miss because we're both crazy busy college students, and right now we're in the dead time of off season, so we might miss a week or two here or there. Like this guy had to miss last week because of God knows why. But
Transferring's
true.
tough, man.
True.
It's like I've transferred 3 times, but it's
Damn.
yeah, I know. It's at a point where it's like, all right, third time's the charm. Let's hope this works.
And for those of you who don't know, he is only a sophomore.
Yeah, no. So I transferred to a college, and then I'm transferring technically to my second college, even though I started at one college. So yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll work.
He makes absolutely no sense, but let's get in to the World Series.
Yeah, man.
Describe what you saw in the first 3 games. I got Game 4. I'm pissed about Game 4. You get the first 3 games.
All right, so let me just pull this up. Game 1 and 2. 8-3 Dodgers. I was like, all right.
That's once we saw the 8-3 game, that was like, okay, this is how the series is going. But
Yeah. Then Rays 6-4, and I was like, good comeback. And then Dodgers 6-2, and I was like, okay. And my thing, the Rays have really good, or I've thought they've had really good pitching. And I just don't understand why they because yesterday was a bullpen game. And I was like, that's interesting. But for me, Snell hasn't really looked that great. No, sorry, no, not Snell. Yarborough. Yarborough hasn't looked good. Morton did not look good at all. And it's just like stuff like that. And then their closers, they're bringing him in the 5th inning. I'm like, I don't get what you're doing here. I guess you're trying to get yourself out of high leverage situations, but I don't know.
Man,
Yeah,
I don't.
But freaking Arozarena, what the heck? We're witnessing history here, folks.
9 home runs in a postseason, and we still have minimum 2 games left.
Yeah.
Dude's a stud.
Yeah.
Right. And I can't remember who. I think it was it Hunter Renfroe had an absolute pimp shot yesterday.
Oh yeah. Oh, he demolished the ball.
Oh my god. And who was it in the first inning? Justin Turner. Right off the start. Oh, he almost robbed that too. That would have been a top playing World Series history right there if he would have robbed that ball.
Yeah. The thing that was crazy to me though is I saw a picture of Renfroe and I was like, that looks like Mike Trout.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck? Oh, that's why they're winning. Okay.
Mhm.
Trout, he's like, I'm never going to go to the postseason with the Angels, so I might as well get on the team with the Rays.
Mhm.
I'll sign like a, 7-week?
7-week deal
7-day deal. Be like, all right.
for $1 million. It's all good. But let me just allow me
I
to
want to
rant
hear what
for
you want to talk about because I
3
got some
minutes.
stuff
All right.
too, but I want to hear this.
So, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Right? Or was it 2 outs or 1 out? I can't remember.
I was 2 outs.
But
2 strikes.
runners on first and third, or first and second.
First, second. Yeah.
Hit into right center field. Great hit, very clutch hit. Run scores, tie game 7-7. Bobble in the outfield, that's going to happen. Right? Throws it into the cutoff. Cutoff makes the throw to the home plate. Guy gets caught in between third and home. I think it was Randy.
Yeah, it was
I
Randy.
can never. How do you pronounce his last name?
Rosarena.
Rosarena. Okay. So
Something like that.
he gets caught up. The throw is bad, and it kicks off Will Smith. Run scores. Right? The question that I had right off the bat, where was his backup? Right? The thing was, Kenley Jansen was sitting on the mound, crying about the hit at first, and then lightly jogged over to the third base line and stayed in fair ground. Now, ever since I was 6 years old, right? I started baseball at 4. My dad started coaching me at 6. Ever since 6 years old, my father put it into my head that everybody on the field has a priority. No matter where the ball is hit, you are moving. That is no question about it. It doesn't matter if there's a runner at first, there's a ball hit to second, and you're playing left field. You're running up to go back up second or third, depending on how far the ball is hit. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter if bases are empty and the ball's hit to second and you're playing third base. You cover third base just in case some wild play happens. This is basics. This is all about hustle. And I see people on comment sections saying it wouldn't have mattered because the ball went up, closer to first base than it did directly back.
Yeah, closer to what was it, the Rays? The Rays
Yeah, closer
bench?
to the Rays bench than where he would have been standing if he was, to do it correctly. But that doesn't matter. It's about hustle. It's about, I'm pissed about it because it just shows a lack of hustle. And that's one thing that
And motivation too. It's motivation.
Every damn baseball player, no matter how good you are, if you just started baseball yesterday or if you are a pitcher in the World Series, it doesn't matter. Hustle is something that should be ingrained in every single baseball player. And to see it at the highest level, in the highest position, in the biggest game probably of this series, to see a pitcher not give a damn about backing up home plate pisses me off to no end, even though I don't have a dog in the fight.
Yeah. No. So I'll let you breathe for a second because you need to hydrate.
No, I'm not kidding. The second I saw that play, I was insanely pissed off because up in Maine, right? I went to a private school and my coach, his name is Bob Blackman, is one of the best baseball coaches in the state of Maine for high school. Right? He's won 5 state championships from 2004 to 2016. 12-year span, won 5 of them. Right?
Nice.
The biggest thing he always ingrained in us is physical errors will happen. They're always going to happen no matter who you are. You get a bad bounce, sun gets caught in your eyes, physical errors are going to happen. Mental errors should never happen. I made one mental error in my 3 years playing for him, and he completely reamed me out for it because those aren't supposed to happen. Physical errors will happen. The bobble in right center field's gonna happen. The throw, the missed throw, and the bobble by Will Smith is gonna happen. The mental error should never happen. That simple.
Yeah. So here's my breakdown of the game.
Please.
It started before the 9th inning. That was it. Bottom of the 8th. Brandon Lau hits that
3-run homer. Oh my!
I went to bed. I wasn't paying attention to that.
I watched it at 5:30 this morning.
So that happened, and I was like, wow, that's a way closer game than it was, in the fifth inning.
What was the score? It was 4-6, and then he hits a 3-run homer at 7-6. Yeah.
Yep. And so here's what. And okay, so the bottom of the ninth was a crazy half inning for several reasons. First of all, that Kevin Kiermaier hit, I'm pretty sure it was Kevin. That hit missed Kike Hernandez's glove by that much. I was like, oh my word, what an effort. He literally dove out into right center to try to catch the ball, and he was 2 or 3 inches away from missing that ball.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, all right. So what that does immediately to a pitcher is that starts to play with their mind.
Yes.
And then they decide to pitch to Randy. And it's like, I was like, first of all, I wouldn't even pitch to him.
Was first base open?
First base. Well, that would have put Kiermaier on second base, which is basically what happened anyways.
Yeah, I would have.
Really good at bat.
I wouldn't have walked him. I would have taken the risk.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I was like, whoa, okay, all right. So then he gets on first, whatever, doesn't matter. Then Brett Phillips comes up. First of all, I didn't even realize that Brett Phillips was on the Rays. I was like, wait a second, this guy's with Kansas City. I was like, how did they have Mike Trout and Brett Phillips? What the heck is this? And so, yeah, so I saw that and I was like, okay. And then I saw his average and I was like, ooh boy. Like 194. And I was like, jeez, it's gonna be it.
He'll never hit a bigger hit in his career.
No, he will not.
Never.
And he hit that ball. And the first thing I thought perfectly placed hit. Then center fielder goes off to cut the ball off. And I thought it was Mookie at first.
And Mookie was playing right?
Yeah. I was like,
Mookie
wait.
Don't make that defensive error.
No, because wasn't earlier in the game that crazy leaping catch he made?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they moved him to right.
They moved him to right, yeah. So I was confused. I thought he was in the center. And you bobble the ball. Like you said, it's not a mental error. It's a physical error. You're like, all right. Okay, that happens, whatever. And then the throw into the infield's like pretty solid. Like you have given the lead. You've blown the lead. And then the throw goes into Austin Barnes. Or no, Will Smith. And the ball, yet again, was 2 to 3 inches away from his glove. And he reached as far as he could to catch the ball. Ball goes past him, hits the backstop. And the first thing when I was watching the replay, I was like, if Taylor caught that ball, if he cut that off cleanly and they threw it home, Randy would have been out by a mile.
Because he fell too. They would have put him in a rundown.
But even if he didn't fall, he would have been out by a mile.
Yes.
And so I was like, all right, whatever.
Terrible decision by the third base coach.
Terrible decision. He stumbles. I was like, oh my gosh. And then the ball goes past. He scores. I was like, wow, what an ending. 2 things about Kenley. First of all, actually 3 things. So first of all, yeah, you give up the hit. The talk about hustle, yes, I completely agree with you. And he just mentally checked out, like you said. And that was very evident. I was like, at first, because I woke up to your text of like, where the heck was Kenley? And I was like, what? And so I looked at the video, and at first I didn't see it. And then I saw it again. I was like, oh my word. You're right. He jogged over. He was halfway up the third base line. And I was like, what the heck? So my take on Kenley Jansen, I don't care what you say. My opinion of him, he is a complete bust in the World Series. In the postseason, I would dare say the postseason, because
I would say that one mental error alone solidifies that.
Yeah,
no doubt.
But even before, I was watching him try to close games in 2019, 2018, especially 2018.
Yeah.
And the guy just like he was like Craig Kimbrell. I was like, I don't trust him to put him out there. Like, I don't want to do that. And so yeah, my
It's
question
like
is,
throwing Ryan Brazier out there.
no, I think Ryan Brazier would have more of a chance.
Really?
I think yeah.
Wouldn't have expected that, but all right, what's your question?
My question is, he has one more year left on his contract.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's a free agent. Do you think the Dodgers should re-sign him? Yes or no?
I think they should trade him. Get some assets back.
Think you trade him or you let him go? You do not keep him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
because there are definitely other small market teams that will, harp at that because he has World Series experience. He has that leadership experience.
I could see him going to somewhere weird like Pittsburgh or like
Pittsburgh wouldn't do it. Pittsburgh needs about 7 years before they're able to put a competent
no,
team
but
together.
they could at least have someone who because they don't have anybody to close games. No, they have Keanu Kello, but he's like, Anyways, that's my take, and I was like, oh jeez, and like, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm rooting for the Rays.
I'm rooting for the Dodgers.
I have a hard time watching Mookie Betts play for a different team.
I do too, but
it's really hard for me.
We love the dude, so I'm like, go get one more. Go get another.
I like him, but there's like hesitancy not to root for him, but because I mean it's not that I'm rooting against Mookie Betts. I mean the fact alone that Mookie Betts' contract basically is as much, probably
as a Rays,
not more than the Rays' entire 40-man roster. Like that team is built for the future.
Yeah,
and they're like we said before.
Last season David Price's contract was more than the entire Rays.
Yeah.
That's
Anyways,
nuts.
yes, that was a crazy, crazy game. Yeah, man, I was floored by that ending.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, can't wait for Game 5.
Yeah, it's mental errors, and you kind of draw the line between mental errors and physical errors sometimes. Like the best example I have for that is Bill Buckner, Game 6.
Yeah,
right? That is both a mental error and a physical error. It's a physical error by Buckner, obviously because he missed the ball. It is a mental error by the coaches for keeping him in because they would always take him out for a defensive replacement in the 8th and 9th inning. He would only be a 7-8 inning guy. But they're like, you've been with this team so long. He was older at the time. I think he was like 34, 35.
Yeah, he was older. He was a lot older.
Yeah. And so they're like, take this, be on the field for your World Series.
Yeah.
And bit them straight in the tuchus.
So, what was I going to say? I was going to say something.
Man, I'm done with it. You want to talk about Walker Buehler's tight pants?
Yeah, let's do it. What the heck? Hey, I'm saying this right now. Coming from two guys who dance.
Yes.
Wear white tights. That is not okay.
Yes. For the people who don't know, because our last video blew up and we had 1,000 people who watched. First of all, thank you guys so much, especially if you're watching from last episode or you've just seen us this first time watching us. Huge thank you for the amazing support. Right?
Yeah.
Both of us are dancers. That's what we want to do. That's what I want to do for a career. That's what Ara does. More as a hobby than anything. Because you want to go into physical therapy.
Yeah, right? Exercise training.
Nice.
All that fun stuff.
So we both wear tights all the time. All right. And before
not all the time. You got to specify at the dance school.
At the dance school. I'm not wearing tights right now. All right. Neither of us are wearing tights right now.
I'm wearing shorts.
That would just be weird. It'd be very weird. But at the very least, we have the legs to pull them off. But I'm not talking about that.
Some would say no.
We're in no place to judge Walker Buehler for how he wears his pants, but we're going to anyway.
But we are in place to judge him because we wear tight pants.
Yes.
And
baseball is not a place where you wear insanely tight pants.
First of all, I'm just gonna say when Bryce Harper went over to the Phillies, I was like, whoa, those are pretty tight pants, Bryce. And then I saw Walker Buehler's and I was like, okay, that is spray-on. Those are spray-on pants. And what I loved about that was...
Holy crap. This First time I'm seeing him. You grabbed the wrong person's pants, good sir.
He got like Jose Altuve's pants, like, call it good.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not okay. He's showing a lot more than he needs to, and it's like, yeah, no, thank you. But like the crazy thing is, they went to talk to him after the game, which first of all, don't ever talk about that. And like he had a terrible, terrible pitching game. So they're like, you want to talk about your pants? And he's like, I'm not talking about that. I just loved it. He's like, no. And then they went over to like Ryan Yarbrough, or somebody, Tyler Glasnow, and asked him like, dude, what do you think about Walker's pants? And he was like, his reaction was priceless. He was like, yeah, I mean, what Walker does, for pants and style, I don't really care. But like, yeah, I don't know. Like that was his take, and I was just like,
nah,
solid.
that's a little bit of a ugh kind of thing. All right, that's no bueno. No bueno. Nah.
Yeah, no. I feel like someone should dress up for Halloween as Walker Buehler's just as Walker Buehler's pants. You could
let's just do that.
like
Grab out the white tights, throw on the white tights. Dodgers Beauty.
Oh wait, someone's got to do that. Someone's got to do that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, funny as hell. But we just had to talk about that real quick because I almost forgot about it until I'm like, oh crap, the Dodgers, Walker Buehler, tight pants.
Did you wear it recently?
You brought that up like right after game 2, I think it was, right?
Yeah. Oh, as soon as I was like,
we gotta say something about that. We need our 2 cents.
Gotta happen.
All right.
Please post a picture of it on so people can experience it.
Picture of it right now, future me. All right, beautiful. Hopefully, I'm actually awake as I write this. And now I am pissed again. All right, this is for all of our Red Sox people out there. We had 2 bright spots from the bullpen last year or this year, right? Those people were Phillips Valdez, right? Who came in and just scorched it. He was insane. It was nuts. He deserves an overall boost in MLB The Show, right? The next guy.
Is he even in the show?
I don't even know.
Because I tried to find him when I was doing a franchise, and I was like, nope.
They didn't even have him as a top 75 reliever this year, but they had goddamn Jeffrey Springs.
Yes.
And Zach Godley in the top 75, but no Valdez. I'm pissed.
Robert Stock.
I had posted something about this on the Instagram where I said, so help me. Because for those who do not know, our second bright spot who came in late was Domingo Tapia. Throwing 100, 101. Right? He was released and is now in Seattle. And I was pissed about it. And I said on the Instagram, I said, quote, so help me if I see Robert Stock in a Red Sox uniform playing at all next year and we let go of Tapia. And then someone in the comments just tags Robert Stock. I'd be lying if I didn't reach out to him to try and get him to interview, and I never got a response.
Did you?
Yeah, I tried to message him on Instagram, and I just never got a response.
He probably is like, yeah, no, these guys hate me. We're not talking.
Yeah, if he's watched any of the episodes, he knows. Same with
If
Frazier.
Frazier saw these videos, he'd probably be like, oh, geez, never.
We'd probably be blocked by Frazier. That's probably something that's going to happen in the next 2 years. We're going to get blocked by Ryan Brazier on Instagram. But anyway, I am pissed about this. Because, like I said, guys that throw 101, you don't see every day. Yeah. Right? They're getting more and more common, but you don't see them all the time. We have a couple, but what's one more? Right? We had nothing coming out of our bullpen. He was a one bright spot. You could say, this guy could go and throw the ball past anyone. And he's gone. He's in Seattle, where it rains all the time.
Yeah. They have a roof, though.
All right,
moment
of silence.
Yeah. For me, kind of didn't surprise me. I don't know why. It's like, well, if you look at what Heim did with Workman, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Didn't
Workman was terrible. Workman and Henry were terrible once I got to Philly.
Yeah, but before. I'm talking before the trade. I was like, what the heck? Hindsight, yeah, all right. But would you rather have Workman now or Robert Stock?
I'd rather have Nick Pivetta and Connor Seabold
That's fair.
than Brandon Workman right now.
Yeah.
It was a good trade. Made it
Maybe
a
we'll
good
just
time.
maybe we'll give
Desperate team.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's true. Maybe we'll just give Pittsburgh Robert Stock. Be like, hey, you could use this.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Who's
maybe
that other guy that we traded to the Cubs?
Oh, yeah.
Terrible. What was his name? I can't remember. But I'm mad that we could have used him. Matt Hall. No.
No. Not Hall Pass. Not Hall Pass.
I think it was Matt Hall.
No, Matt Hall's still with us. Believe it or not.
Damn it. Just down in the. All right, whatever. We're wasting too much time on that, but yeah, that was the only roster move we've made so far.
Just the ostrich.
The Osich.
The Osich.
Yep, you're right.
Yep.
But that's the only move we made so far this offseason. But we have looked at a couple coaches. And up right now, our manager interview list is up to 6.
Oh, really? Because I thought it was 3.
It was 3. They just interviewed 3 more on Friday and Saturday. So the people that we have interviewed so far are Will Venable, Don Kelly, Luis Ureta, and then Twins bench coach Mike Bell, Skip Shoemaker.
Oh,
Which you should know that name.
Yeah, I've heard that name.
I love that guy. He's an associate manager with the Padres right now. And
Really?
Marlins bench coach James Rosen.
Where's Cora?
They can't interview him until after the World Series.
Where's Veritek?
Lord knows.
Come on.
Those have got to be your 2 favorites right now. Like, if Cora doesn't get it, it's got to be VTech.
So here's my thing. This is my take on all this. They're just trying to stay busy. I mean,
yeah.
Let's be fair here.
This might be an excuse to just say, yeah, we looked at all of our options. These were terrible options, but we looked at them.
Yeah, no, that's what
we decided, we're good.
Will Venable and Skip Schumacher. Okay. Those names I know. Everybody else, I have no clue who you are. And, like, I don't even think Chaim Bloom knows who you are.
I know who Don Kelly was, but
Chaim is probably just given a list, and he's like, pick names that you think would look good in a Red Sox uniform. And he's like,
No, not even that. He's just told, pick names that look like we're actually trying.
They have, like, a hat. I kid you not, John Henry's got a hat. And he's like, all right, Chaim, close your eyes. He's like,
ooh, Skip.
Ooh, this was a good one. We'll keep this in the pile. Which has, like, 50,000 piles of Alex Cora's name, which we're just going to ignore because we can't talk to him after the World Series.
Until the World Series ends, yeah.
I just want the World Series to end, and then we can just talk about it. And then, because if I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be livid if Chaim is like, no, we're not hiring back Alex Cora. Like, you are out of your mind if you think you cannot hire Alex Cora. You need to give him perspective. Don't have him, manage a pitching rotation. He was great in-game manager. Like, the pinch hitters he put in 2018, phenomenal.
Mr. Steve Pierce.
Mr. Eduardo Nunez. Like, so
didn't Moreland get a pinch hit homer in the World Series?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Who played first base that game? Was it Pierce? No, it wasn't Pierce.
It's probably Pierce.
I bet it was Vasquez.
Oh, true, because we had
Leon.
Sandy Leon.
He had a great beard. I wanted to give him a hug. I want to give him a hug. I want to give Rafi a hug. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but what were we talking about? Oh, managers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think 2 things can be true at once.
All right.
Do I think he's the favorite right now? Yes. Do I think that it will actually happen? Honestly, no. Mainly
Really?
because I think the Red Sox are going to be somewhat afraid of all the pushback they're going to get for it. Is he the best qualified? Yes. Out of everyone to look at, he's the best qualified. But I think they're just going to be like, we're going to get so much pushback for this. We're going to get so much hate. Let's just put VTech out there and call it good. That's who I think is the safest bet is VTech.
Yeah. Here's my thing, though. So with Cora, yeah, you have a lot of people who are like, oh, yeah, he's a cheater. With the Red Sox, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to the majority of Sox fans, people that I know, and they're like, yeah, we want Cora back. Everybody wants Cora back.
Mm-hmm.
The people who don't want Cora back are miserable Astros and Yankees fans who are like, well, we got to the postseason in 2020, and we're like, and we could not care less because you got swept out.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye. So that's personally what I think. I think I want Alex Cora back. If we don't get him back, I'm gonna be mad. He kind of better have a better excuse.
Yes.
So yeah.
Hopefully. All right. How far are we into this episode?
We got like 30 minutes.
We're 30 minutes in. All right.
Yeah, something like that.
We rambled.
Oh, my cat's coming in the room. Like, hey, can I talk? No. Sorry.
All right. But as we all know, it's that point of the offseason for the next probably 2 months, I'd say, where we're going to have absolutely nothing. There's going to be very little roster moves and all this stuff.
Hopefully no roster moves.
Hopefully.
Jeez.
But the one, we're going to hope to get more prospects.
Yeah.
And that's one thing we're going to hope. Obviously, we can't. I'm just going to do my best to put our name out there and get some prospects in. We've only had one Sox prospect already, and he was. I want to get him back like midway through the season next year, where he actually has, some time to play and just be like, "So how things been going for you?" Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Because
got that steak dinner yet?
Mm-hmm. I want to see if he's at 100 yet. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's getting there. I was seeing some videos. I was like, woo! Blowing
He has us in his close friends list on Instagram, so we could see like all of his private stories and stuff. It's awesome. He's such a cool dude. For anybody that doesn't know, check out Brendan Salucci just because he's an awesome guy.
Yeah,
and he's
Red Sox closer 2025.
Hopefully, he can make his way up through the ranks because he's only like 23, 24. He's still a young dude. So hopefully, he can make his way up through the ranks. But let's talk a little bit about Patriots because they're actively playing. Well, most of the team because half the team got
COVID.
R.I.P.
Cam Newton. I love how people were after the game were going and breathing over on Patrick Mahomes. And I was like, yes, if he can't beat them,
no, it's
kill
not
him.
a good thing. It's not a good thing.
I saw it. It was like a meme. Well, it wasn't me. I saw the meme.
I know. There's so many memes of it just saying if you can't beat them, get rid of them. Fortunately,
how sad Kansas City fans would be. Well, we have Kelsey. And we're like, okay.
Yeah. Who we faced against this week? I can't remember. All I know is last week was terrible because we only had one day of practice, so it's understandable that we lost to the Broncos.
Yeah, it was.
We had a bye week, and from Sunday of that week to Sunday of the game, they only had 1 week to get everything all set.
We're playing 49ers.
Oh, Lord help us.
It's all right. They're 3-3 and we're 2-3, so it's gonna be a tough game.
They got the injury bug and not the COVID bug.
Yeah.
Everybody of them went out in week 2. That was terrible.
No Nick.
They lost Jimmy G for a couple weeks. They lost Bosa.
Jimmy G's back though, right?
No, they lost who? Jimmy G's back. They lost Kittle for a couple weeks.
Right.
They lost so many people. They lost 2 of their D tackles in the same game.
Yeah.
I feel so bad.
Terrible.
That's terrible, but
football
gods need their sacrifices, as we say. But how do you think this Patriots team's going to do for the rest of the season? What do you think their record's going to be?
What are we, week 7?
Yes.
Yeah,
and
we got 10 more weeks left. I don't know what the records are going to be, but I know for a fact they got to figure out running back.
Yeah, Sonny Michel just hasn't had a good year.
I've never been
so
comfortable with Sony. Never. And I was honestly surprised they didn't, go pick up Bell.
Yeah, they needed to push so much harder to get Bell.
Oh my word, what the heck are you doing? Like that,
we were one of the teams that got hit hardest with people sitting out. We had 8 of our guys, decide to sit out the season, especially guys like Donta Hightower.
Yeah, he's a big piece. The thing that also concerns me, N'Keal Harry's got to step it up.
N'Keal Harry, yeah, we're in year 2 at this point.
Year
3.
I have a friend who's a huge Patriots fan, and he was like, so I'm looking at comparing the stats between DK Metcalf and N'Keal Harry, and I don't know what we were thinking when we did not pick up DK Metcalf.
I said we need to pick up both. I said we needed to either use our second round pick to pick him up or trade up from our third to our second to pick him up. I knew it right from the start because dude's jacked.
The guy is, oh my word. You don't really get the full perspective when he's on the field, but then you look at pictures off the field, you're like, whoa!
Damn.
You make Dwayne Johnson look small.
Yes. And that's saying something.
That's saying a ton. So, yeah.
I want to know about. Ain't gonna do.
I don't think they're gonna do great.
But I'm saying 8-8. 8-8 probably.
Yeah. No, I'd say that. I'd say 8-8. That's safe.
Someone responded to my Domingo Tapia post by saying crack kills, and I don't know what to think about that.
Well, whoever said that.
Adam Street 61. I don't know what you mean.
Adam Street. Sorry, bro.
I'm very confused. No. Look.
I want to know your opinion on the whole Antonio Brown signing. They're playing like Madden Ultimate over there. It's like, what the heck?
No, they're playing like it's 2016. Because if this was a team back in 2016 with Fournette, McCoy, Brady, Gronk, and AB, that's a 16
Godwin.
Team.
Who else?
Godwin wasn't around in 16, but
Mike Evans was though.
The team is goated. If it was 2016,
do I think they're gonna bust? Kind of.
Yeah.
They're not gonna. I think they're gonna fizzle out.
People are telling me they're gonna go to the Super Bowl. I'm saying they're gonna make it to the NFC Championship game. That's what I'm saying.
Are they gonna get past? Are they gonna get past Seattle? No.
I got a Seattle Chiefs World Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I think Seattle's going to take it this time.
Yeah.
Because Russell Wilson's been playing a godlike level.
My word. I almost picked him up on fantasy when I drafted. I was like, oh, maybe I'll do, and I stuck with Deshaun. And I was like, all right. And then he's popping off. He's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He has a crazy.
That's why I picked up Josh Allen, boy.
They have like a really deep, like offense, just in general.
They just have a lot of depth.
Yeah. Like
the guys who don't play that much just come in. They have a ton of speed, so they're able to burn anyone. They just tell them, "Hey, you stand here. When he hikes it, run that way, and don't stop until you hear a whistle."
Yeah,
that's all they do.
It's crazy, man.
Russell Wilson has a cannon too. He's such an improviser.
I don't understand how he has never won an MVP.
It's coming.
If he does not win this year, there's something wrong with the voting.
I think Josh Allen still has a chance if he really steps it up.
It's between those two, but I think that yeah. No, I think Russ has got a chance to do it this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so, but let's get into our DMs because I know we're reaching about the 45-minute point sometime soon.
Yeah.
That's about where we like to end our episodes. It's about 45 minutes. Sometimes we'll go a little long, but whatever. We control the rules around here. Well, mainly me. Ari just kind of sits there and does nothing. Am I wrong?
Excuse me. I have the best part of the episode.
You are the face of the episode.
I am the face of this franchise.
I'm the behind the scenes man. You're the face.
I'm like Tom Brady. You're like Bill Belichick.
I'll accept that. That
Yeah.
means without me, you're not absolutely nothing.
No, it means I'm talented, but I'm not like quite.
Good.
No, it's not that I'm not good. It's just like I'm not on that level.
Nah,
Watch it be okay. Just a quick take. Watch it be that like Tom Brady, after this year, realizes like they lose, they don't go to the Super Bowl, and he's like,
Bill, I miss you.
Bill opens the door. What? Because that's how he would open the door. What?
I miss
Yeah. Tampa's cool, but I'm not winning there. No. Close the door. Oh
Okay.
boy.
So I had a question for our people in the DMs. It was a little late this week, as always, because I woke up this morning. I'm like, crap, I forgot it again. I was gonna remember to post it 24 hours before we're supposed to record. 24 hours. But
Get with it.
the question I had this week is if you could sit down and have dinner with any professional baseball player, past or present, who would it be? And who would it be for you?
Two people. Be one or the other. Probably couldn't do both.
Mm-hmm.
Pedro Martinez or David Ortiz. I'm sorry. David Ortiz is like, I would love to just, even if it was like I hung out with him for half an hour. Like, I would love that.
For me, it'd be one of two. It obviously, one would be JBJ, so I could listen to his experiences.
Yeah.
Or I would have to go Ted Williams because he had a 20-year-long career and he was able to fight a war in the process. And
I didn't think about him. Wow.
I'm a very big historian when it comes to World War II. I love reading about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's very entertaining for me. So I would love to hear somebody's personal experience through it.
Yeah.
But let's get into our DMs. Guess who said Benintendi? Yeah, you don't got to think long and hard about that one.
Amber
Irene.
We gotta get Amber on this show.
Yes.
Gotta do it. Be like, all right, what's your take on the Sox this year?
Our boy JD Martin says Bo Jackson because he would be able to get a dual comparison between baseball and football, which I like. That's a good thinking right there.
Yeah.
Maybe some Deion Sanders too.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind saying that with Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Patrick, one of our OGs, says Ted Williams also. Two people, Evil Eric and William, say Poppy.
Yeah.
And Tristan Smith says Wade Boggs.
Ooh. Yeah. That's a nice
I'm gonna reply to this guy. I'm gonna send him a message and just be like,
yeah, that's a good one.
I'm kind of curious why Wade Boggs.
But like he was such an interesting player. Like I totally get it.
I'll see if he responds. Probably won't by the time we end this episode. But I don't know. I'll let you know after if he ends up responding.
Mm-hmm.
Where did the message go? Did the message just leave? I think the message just left. Okay, cool.
Bobby's having issues
there it
with
is.
Instagram.
It says he is active, so I'll keep that open. But let's get in to a part of the episode we have had going since episode 7 now. Do you remember how we got these started? Because it's the funniest.
No, I can't.
You don't remember the first Ari's Takes?
No.
The first Ari's Takes was about CC Sabathia. And you were just like, this is gonna be my thing. At the end of every episode, we're just gonna talk about whatever I want to talk about. And you're like, CC Sabathia.
We should get CC on the show. I don't care if he's a Yankee. He's not a Yankee anymore. He's a free agent.
He's cool, dude. All right.
Man.
That was like episode 7. We are in episode 35 now. That's nuts. But let's get into our favorite part of the episodes. Welcome the people.
Welcome to Ari's Takes. I'm just gonna say one name, and I want to hear what your response is, Bobby.
Oh, I'm scared.
Daniel Jones.
Oh, you know those episodes of like cartoons where people are running too fast for their own good or like driving too fast for their own good. It's exactly
So
what
I
happened
watched
right there.
that game live. I came back from dance. I was watching, and my brother was sitting next to me. We were watching the game, and he got that crease, and I was like, "Oh, he's gone." And I was
He's
like,
gone.
"What the heck? What is the fit?" Because I had the Phillies for defense for fantasy, and I was like, "What the heck is going on with their defense?" And he goes off, and I could see a good 20 yards before, or not even 10, like 10 yards before he started to fall. I was like, "Oh, geez, he's going down. He's
Oh,
going.
no,
He's
we're going
down."
down. We're going down. Whoa! It's like the Mance who tried to race Mr. Freeze and was
Oh
like
my word!
celebrating before he finished and
Both
then
of those,
just stumbled to the
both
end.
of the videos right here, please. Both of those videos, please.
Well,
And even if you're not even a football fan, you watch that video of Daniel Jones going down, and that summarizes the entire story of not only the Giants season, but the whole entire NFC East. They're like, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good.
mm-hmm. And I want you to know that with that game on Thursday,
Yeah.
we are 6 weeks, 7 weeks into the season, right? If the Giants were to win that game on Thursday, they would be in sole possession of first place for the NFC East.
Which is not saying a lot.
If they were to lose that game, they would be in sole possession of the first pick. Just take a second
Oh,
to think about that.
that's so weird to me.
That is so NFC East right there.
Well, and like, I was hearing somebody say, and you've probably seen this too, that like they should, for like, if anybody goes to like the like playoffs, they should do like an all-star team from the entire league, because no one team is worthy enough to go into like the playoffs. Like no one. I mean, since
Just
Dak
make an
is
all-star
out,
team.
yeah, but make an all-star team. I mean,
Moment of silence for Dak Prescott.
yes. Oh my gosh.
The Gordon Hayward curse.
Oh my
has hit
word!
him.
I saw that play, and I literally, because like Bobby said earlier before, like I'm doing physical therapy and like exercise training and stuff, and I saw that, and I was like, oh boy, he's out for the season.
Someone comes into your office with a foot sideways. What do you do? Good sir,
Take him
hospital.
over there. I can't deal with this. But yeah,
You deal with the aftermath. Once everything is put back into place, then you take over.
then I'd be like, okay, so the foot is normal now, right? It's on the right way.
Yes,
No,
it's
but
not backwards anymore.
In all seriousness, like speedy recovery to him. Like that's crazy injury.
God hope, yeah.
Yeah, man. Crazy stuff. But Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones. You know, that is the longest run by the Giants in franchise history. More than Saquon Barkley.
And that dude was faster than Lamar. That top shooter was faster than Lamar.
Yeah, but let's be fair here. Lamar made it to the end zone.
Daniel Jones,
please.
tried.
Daniel Jones made it to the 20-yard line.
He tried.
Tried to. All right.
He tried. It was a good attempt. But all I gotta say, and then I'll end the episode, is Daniel Jones rookie year, right? He was benched for Eli.
Yep.
Right? And my friend and I were in the same fantasy league together, and he's a huge Giants fan. It was the first week Daniel Jones was supposed to start. My quarterback, I can't remember who it was, had a bye week, and I didn't have a QB. And I was facing my friend, and I'm like, you know what? For the memes, let's put Daniel Jones in. Right, so I put Daniel Jones in, and he was the reason I whooped his ass.
Oh my word!
Because that was I won by like 2 points.
Crazy.
And Daniel Jones had like a god game that game. People are like, wow, they actually should have gotten him over Haskins. But let's be honest, between Haskins and Jones, there was no right answer there. Just trade your pick to next year.
And you know what's so funny is Washington is like, yeah, we want to trade Dwayne Haskins, and there's everybody, all the teams, people are like, no, we don't want him. We don't even want him. Like,
Redskins football team had a chance to get Cam Newton for $1 million and decided, you know what? Kyle Allen for double that price. Let's go. I'm sitting here like...
I don't know what the heck they're doing. Maybe when they find a logo, they'll be able to figure out what their identity is for a team. But
rumor has it they're not going to next year. They're going to stay as a football team.
Are you serious?
All right. Let's not yell about the football team anymore. With that being said, you got anything else you want to say to the people before we end the episode?
Nah, I'll do it.
All I got to say is 1,000 views. We never thought we'd get there anytime soon. So thank you guys so much for that. We truly appreciate it. And if you guys are watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button because that's the only way you're going to see us again. So with that being said, thank you guys so much. Roll that outro music. We love you guys. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.